Welcome to the fifth in a series of basic principles held in Unity Theology. There are certainly more, perhaps some yet undiscovered. We do stand on the shoulders of pioneering giants, Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, which gives us permission to boldly explore. So the fifth principle, taking notes and reading books is fine, but it's not enough. You can change your life with these practices. Just do it. And that's what we're all about in Unity, doing it. Learning and growing and manifesting more and more of our divine potential. For example, when I was 9 years old, I learned how to make cherry pie. My mom had hurt her back and was in a body cast. The holidays were upon us, and Dad and I cooked Christmas dinner. I started the pie 2 days ahead. I read Mom's recipe over and over again till I had it memorized. I could picture watching her make cherry pie and was certain I could do it. I think Dad let me just to keep me busy. Well, it was awful. I couldn't get the flour to stick together, so I added more shortening and more water, and then it was too soggy to roll out, so I plopped it into the pie pan and squished it into place with my fingers. The cherries came next. I think I overdid the sugar just out of pure nervousness. And then that top crust was dolloped on with a spoon. I left it in the oven longer than the recipe said, hoping that would firm up the crust. It did. We had scorched cherries on a brick. With Dad's help and running back and forth to Mom for instructions, it came out better the next day. I was so proud. I knew how to make cherry pie, and as time went on, I really got good at it. The point is, I could have read that recipe till the ink faded, and I wouldn't have learned anything but empty words. It was practice that taught me. The same is true for spiritual principles. We can read and study them in all the faith traditions in the world, and it will never be enough. Our lives change when we practice these principles. So let's practice, and here's the reminder. First, recognize one presence and one power, God, who is all good. Some would say the moment you call God good, you're setting up the idea of the opposite, all evil. I say get over it. It is what you name it. With an all-good God, who could ever be against you? Second, remember who you are. A divine being carrying a spark of spirit and a creative nature as your divine inheritance. You have the power to manifest or change what you want. All of us as ideas in the mind of the divine, expressing in this life, are creative by nature. Sadly, that isn't what our world teaches us as children or teaches our children today. Claim your birthright and remember your source and the inheritance you have been given. Third, choose what you hold in mind. Choose your feelings. Do whatever deep inner work you need to purge what has been holding you back, and then replace all of that with creative, joyful thoughts. Your subconscious records everything, experiences in the flesh and thoughts and emotions. Overwhelm your subconscious with creative, joyful thoughts and imagining, and that old stuff that used to hold you back will fade into oblivion. It's not that you deny the tough stuff that happened, it's just that you stop giving it power and you change your focus. Fourth, we connect with our Creator with our minds. Link up with God through prayer and meditation. Build that relationship that nurtures and loves and approves of you. Make friends with the one presence and one power that is the root of your being, just the way you would make friends with another human. Communicate, listen, share your joys and concerns. Spend enough time in each other's company to allow trust to build. Fifth, taking notes and reading books is fine, but nothing changes if you stop there. It's just not enough. You can change your life with these practices, so just do it. Identify the spiritual practice that you will work with this week, and then the next, and then the next. Make a commitment to yourself to take action on each of them. Try it at least once a day, even if the only opportunity to do so is in your imagination. Keep notes on your experience. Share them if you choose. So here are the practices in a nutshell. Recognize one presence, one power, all good. Remember who you are, a living expression of God. Choose what you hold in mind and in your emotional life. Connect and build a relationship with God the way you would with a friend. Practice, practice, practice. Knowledge is good. Making a great cherry pie or a great life means you give time and attention to what will get you where you want to be. And where do you want to be? How do you want to feel? Only you have that answer, because you are a unique expression of divinity, and you just cannot do it wrong. So whether you use these practices or not, you are going to get where you want to be eventually. This is just a method to help you get off the roller skates and into a race car. You are a blessing, and you are blessed.